The next speaker is Amanda Parker. She initially entitled this presentation "Pardon." I don't know whether she did something at home and typed that afterwards, but yeah, it's a similar theme, and I'm sure you'll all agree with the theme that Amanda's going to present. So she's a seasoned Ignite presenter now, so no pressure, Amanda, and take it away.
Okay, apparently if you stand like this before a presentation, you feel a lot better about it. I'm just trying it out. Okay, so do you love your job but hate your job title? What do you say when someone asks you that question, what do you do for a living? And if you say occupational hygiene, then do you have to then explain that you don't work for a dentist? So, our founding father, Ramazzini, apparently pretty good at biology, cracking hairstyle, an A plus for founding a new discipline, but D minus for naming it, maybe? So, have you been to any good dinner parties recently? Hello, my name's Amanda. Oh, nice to meet you. What do you do? Well, I work in health and safety. Oh, I think I've left the gas on. But wait a minute, it shouldn't be like that. The health industry is worth gazillions. So people must be interested in their health, aren't they? And basically, we are a health product. Maybe we just need some better packaging, especially since tackling ill health is one of HSC's 6 Helping Britain Work Well themes. Trips off the tongue, that. One of your 6 a day, you might say. So what can we do? Fight the dentists for the exclusive use of the name? Well, there's a lot more of them than us, and they've got some nasty tools. My dentist is a very petite Indonesian lady. She's pretty mean, and I wouldn't tackle her. So we can move on. Perhaps we need a new strategy. Perhaps we need to learn a new language, expressing ourselves in clear but compelling terms. Fear, surprise, and a fanatical devotion. And if you don't recognize that reference, you might like to think about Young Hygienist Award. So fear, we've got some shocking statistics to get our point across. Worldwide, work kills more people than road accidents and war combined. The orange segment being the fatal accidents and the green, the ill health deaths. So what about here in the UK? I use this slide a lot to get across to people the overwhelming impact of health in terms of deaths compared to safety. The red man obviously representing the annual fatal accidents and the blue guy deaths due to ill health. And sometimes to help people get their heads around the numbers, I also use the illustration of the 13,000 people dying every year due to ill health. It's like a jumbo jet crashing every 2 weeks with all souls lost. And we can make these messages industry specific. The HSC does a brilliant job of collating and making available very detailed health statistics. So we can produce the message that the hair and beauty professions and florists have the highest rate of skin issues. Pictures are very powerful. I've stolen this one from Clive Johnson, Land Securities, but he probably stole it from somewhere else. So I could say that for every fatality in construction, there are 100 deaths due to ill health, but it would not be as powerful as this image. And use simple graphics to illustrate the size of the numbers if you want to compare health to injuries from safety, if that's appropriate. And they also say that money talks. So sometimes, instead of the ill health numbers, it's useful to talk about the financial costs. And again, set them in context against something that people are familiar with. So like the cost of ill health compared to the NHS budget, perhaps. So what about surprise? What about a new language? This slide is unashamedly stolen from Danny Martland from the conference last year, because it's got some really important messages for us. We have to use the right words. So the Annals of Occupational Hygiene has been renamed the Annals of Work Exposures and Health, and I think this is a really good move. We need to use language that people understand, words that convey meaning clearly. So we need to talk about things like healthy working lives, managing health risks at work, breathe freely, a healthy working environment, simple language. And here's an example from the website for Healthy Working Lives. They don't talk about inhalation, they talk about risks to breathing. Everyone knows what breathing is. They don't talk about musculoskeletal, which we can barely pronounce. They talk about risks to muscles, bones, etc. Everybody knows what they are. So, do you have a fanatical devotion to the cause? I have loved getting involved with the Breathe Freely campaign, even though I don't work in the construction industry. And Breathe Freely 2 is even broader with lots of great opportunities to get involved. So let's ditch the dentist. Ill health due to work is a huge issue. Let's speak with knowledge, clarity and passion, and let's be heard.